This is gonna blow your mind. Imagine waking up to a completely different world after 50 years. The year was 1975. The world swayed to the rhythm of disco, and a young man named David was busy building his life. David had just started his career as a journalist in a bustling newsroom. He dreamt of traveling to far-off lands, reporting on stories that mattered. His evenings were spent in smoky jazz bars, typing tales of love and loss. Life was an open road full of promise, and David was eager to embrace it all. Then, one fateful evening, fate took an unexpected turn. The life he was building came to a standstill that very night. The city lights blurred into streaks of color as a car skidded on the rain-slicked road. A deafening crash echoed through the night, followed by an eerie silence. David, caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, became a victim of circumstance. He was rushed to the hospital, his body battered and bruised. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. The world moved on, but David remained frozen in time. Doctors, baffled by his condition, could only offer a grim prognosis. They labeled it a medically induced coma. His family, heartbroken, refused to give up. They visited him regularly, their voices filling the sterile silence. They shared stories, hoping David could hear them, but as the years turned into decades, their visits became less frequent. The mystery of David's coma remained unsolved, a heartbreaking enigma. 50 years passed, and the world David knew faded into the annals of history. The year 2025 dawned, a time of technological marvels and societal shifts that would have been unimaginable in 1975. Self-driving electric cars zipped through the streets, smartphones had become an extension of human consciousness, and artificial intelligence had permeated every aspect of life. The world was a symphony of digital innovation, a far cry from the analog era David had left behind. Then, one ordinary morning, a flicker of consciousness returned. David's eyes fluttered open, his senses overwhelmed by the unfamiliar surroundings. Gone were the muted colors and antiseptic smells of the hospital room he vaguely remembered. Instead, he found himself in a bright modern room, bathed in the soft glow of sunlight streaming through a large window. He struggled to comprehend the strange apparatuses surrounding his bed, beeping and whirring with an alien familiarity. A wave of confusion washed over him. Where was he? How long had he been here? As the fog in his mind slowly began to clear, the fragments of his former life, the newsroom, his typewriter, the scent of freshly brewed coffee, seemed like distant echoes from a lifetime ago. The world, it seemed, had undergone a metamorphosis, leaving him a stranger in his own timeline. Section 4. Navigating a Transformed World. The initial shock of awakening after 5 decades was overwhelming. David's world had been irrevocably altered. The technological advancements were astounding, leaving him feeling like a time traveler stranded in a futuristic society. Smartphones, with their sleek designs and seemingly limitless capabilities, were beyond his comprehension. The internet, a vast and intangible realm of information, was a concept he struggled to grasp. His initial encounters with the outside world were a sensory overload. The once familiar cityscape was now dominated by towering skyscrapers that seemed to touch the sky. The deafening roar of traffic had been replaced by the near-silent hum of electric vehicles. People walked with their heads bowed, their gazes fixed on glowing rectangles in their hands, oblivious to their surroundings. He longed for the comfort of familiarity, the scent of ink and paper, the rhythmic clatter of typewriters in a bustling newsroom. Yet, he was also acutely aware of the boundless possibilities this new world held. The internet, he soon discovered, was a treasure trove of information, a gateway to countless stories waiting to be told. Perhaps in this strange new world, he could find a place for himself, a way to bridge the chasm of time and reconnect with the world he had left behind. Section 5. The Labyrinth of Emotions. Adjusting to his new reality was a roller coaster of emotions. The initial wonder at the technological marvels of the 21st century soon gave way to a profound sense of loss and displacement. The world he knew, the people he loved, were gone, lost to the relentless march of time. He was a man out of time, a relic of a bygone era struggling to find his footing in a world that had moved on without him. The simple act of walking down the street filled him with a sense of unfamiliarity, a stark reminder of all that he had missed. The faces he saw were those of strangers, their lives intertwined with a world he no longer recognized. The music, the fashion, the language itself seemed alien to him. The weight of lost time pressed down on him, a heavy cloak of melancholy. He yearned to share stories of his life, to reminisce about a world that now existed only in his memories. But who would understand? Who would believe the tale of a man who had woken up after half a century? The emotional toll of his situation was immense, a constant battle against feelings of isolation, grief, and the overwhelming fear that he would never truly belong in this brave new world. Section 6. The Enduring Power of Human Connection. Despite the immense challenges he faced, David discovered that some things transcended time. The power of human connection, the need for love, compassion, and understanding, remained as fundamental as ever. He found solace in the kindness of strangers, the nurses who patiently helped him navigate this new world, the therapists who listened with empathy as he grappled with his unique situation. He discovered that while technology had transformed the way people interacted, the essence of human connection remained unchanged. People still craved connection, sought shared experiences, and found comfort in the company of others. He found himself drawn to places where people gathered, libraries, coffee shops, and parks, eager to observe, to listen, and to learn about the world that had blossomed in his absence. His story, once he found the courage to share it, resonated with others, reminding them of the preciousness of time and the importance of cherishing every moment. He realized that even though he was a man out of time, his experiences, his memories, and his unique perspective held value. He had a story to tell, a story that could bridge the gap between generations and remind people of the enduring power of the human spirit. Section 7. Bridging the Gap of Time, Reintegration and Support. David's story is a poignant reminder of the challenges faced by those who find themselves dislocated from time. His journey highlights the crucial role that society plays in helping such individuals reintegrate and rebuild their lives. It underscores the need for compassion, understanding, and practical support in helping them navigate the complexities of a world that has continued to evolve in their absence. Support groups for people with similar experiences could offer a platform for sharing stories, exchanging coping mechanisms, and fostering a sense of community. Personalized reintegration programs, tailored to their specific needs and circumstances, could equip them with the skills and knowledge necessary to navigate the modern world. Educational initiatives could help bridge the knowledge gap, familiarizing them with technological advancements, societal shifts, and cultural changes. Most importantly, fostering empathy and understanding within communities is crucial. David's story reminds us that everyone has a story to tell, a life rich with experiences that shape their perspectives. By listening with open hearts and minds, we can create a more inclusive and supportive society that values the contributions of all its members, regardless of their relationship with time.